nice background. If the mom shows up.
Okay.
All right.
What it comes down to is living in a halfway house with all these other guys that are on recovery and, having to do all of their drug rehabilitation stuff. It doesn't pertain to me. Mm-hmm. And I'm able to see outside of the loop. Okay? I'm able to see how it's just like going through kindergarten all over again. Okay? And it's like seeing, I don't mean it in that sense like I'm dealing with kindergartners or idiots. I mean the fact that the process that I'm going through right now is like going through kindergarten, first, second, third, fourth, fifth grade. It's like I'm looking at it and it's like I've already been through this. Mm-hmm. So because I've already been through it, I'm able to like talk to people at that house. Okay. Now I've got a lot of favorites. They're like, Loki, we love you and everything like that. And it's like every time they see me, they just want me to talk to them. They're like, hey man, how's something else? And then they just sit back. And I'm like, well, da-da-da-da-da. And they're like, well, can you tell me more? And I'm like, well, I don't want to go on and on about it. And they're like, no, I want you to go on and on about it. And I'm like, how about that? Most people are telling me to shut up. That's kind of funny too. Because I'm either going to say things that are going to upset you, disrupt the flow, piss the situation off, add more fuel to the fire, or help the situation just as much as I can break it. Okay? I provide that service on a regular basis. So basically, when I see these people come up, I talk to them and help them connect the dots and draw the lines outside of what they already know. I find out what level they're capable of perceiving information at, and I gear towards that. So if I find they're more of a listener, I will use things that, you hear what I'm saying? Do you listening to what I mean by, you know what I mean? You like that beat, or you know the song that sounds kind of like that, relate it like that. If they're a watcher, I'll be like, well, it looks like, you ever seen that, well, it kind of, imagine the, I use those kind of words, the scene words. If they're a toucher, I use words like, you feel what I'm saying? Can you grasp what I mean by that? You're grasping what I'm saying. You're just by the gearing those words towards certain people, I'm able to get in a little bit more and help them out. Because once I find out what kind of sense they are dominant upon, then I can really sculpt my language and my assessment toward them to help them solve their own problems. And it gets down to the point where by the time I get done talking to them, I am literally helping them solve their own problems. And they'll come up to me like the day or two afterwards, and they'll be like, hey Loki, I really applied what you said the other day. And I was like, oh, okay. And they're like, man, it really helped me, man. And I got an opportunity, and then all of a sudden I got a raise, and I'm like helping like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people out just by talking to them. You know what I mean? It's like what I have to tell these people really gets through to them. And the level I have to address that, whether I have already observed, whether they're an auditory kind of individual, a visual, or a feeling kind of individual, gearing the language toward that and helping them grasp what it is that they already know the answer to that they didn't think they did. So if they're asking me the question, by the end of it, they're answering it.
Good.
So that's what I provide. I provide that Lokian love.
Very good.
And it's actually going pretty good. I looked at it as a downspout, and I was pretty pissed off about it all. I'm in a halfway house. I got to come back and do kindergarten all over again. And, it's actually turning out to be, which I knew it would. I even said that. I even said, you know what? I am going to learn a lesson off this. This is going to be something that's going to be good for me. This is going to be something that I can learn from. And I'll probably be grateful and thankful after it's all done. I said with a growl. But I do actually see the truth of that. But at the same time, I just was not... You take anybody out of... Okay, you take a wild animal and put it in a cage, it's going to freak the hell out for a minute. Mm-hmm. Okay? I'm a wild card. Okay? Always will be. There's nothing that's going to change that. I can't. I would not want to change that about myself. The things I do want to change about myself, my temperament, my attitude, my aggression towards an emotion, emotional subject, or in fact, my emotional response to anything. Because maybe it's not bad, maybe it's good. Well, my excitement can scare the hell out of people. And my excitement can be sometimes too much. And what was going good ends up being abrupt, raw, distorted, and now it's not fun. Now you're just being an ass. Because you're this and okay? So I figured that aspect out. I do know what I do to a crowd of people when I get overly emotionally bearing.
Yeah, because not everybody has the opportunity, Loki, to spend this kind of time together with you and go,
oh, I see what you meant by that.
You know, okay. Because you do have a facade that it's almost like, this is me, this is the way I like to look. Deal with it. This is me. If you want to get to know me, come ask me. Come and talk to me.
Right.
Okay? So, for some people, that's kind of scary. Okay? And if they came and talked to you, that'd be different. But getting past their fears of other people that may not have been as open and understanding.
Right.
That had the same look. So, it's kind of an interesting place to be in. So sometimes you have to take the responsibility to be aware enough to go, hey, I'm actually here, rather than, hey, hi, this is the Loki show.
What do you mean by that?
Because sometimes I see that probably it would serve you with a lot of general public people for them to have that opportunity to get to know you.
Yeah.
Okay? And rather than going, I don't know, that's kind of scary because it has been in the past.
It is in the past, and everybody refers to everything they know from what happened rather than what they're experiencing now.
You know, and that's usually how, as human beings,
or even a prior experience with me when I didn't have my head straight and I was too emotionally overbearing.
Yeah. So.
Look at me now. Huh? Look at me now. I'm on paper.
Yep.
What are you going to do about it? You got to take the steps that you've... See, this is the thing this is why I don't get so upset about really much about that anymore. I totally grasp the concept. I did this to me. I'm done blaming everybody else. I'm done blaming Daddy and done saying, oh, my father was an asshole and he used to beat the hell out of me and blah, 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 blah. What the hell ever? I think everybody that's 34 that grew up in 81, 82, 83, 79, 84 got their ass whooped. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Everybody, there was a point in the mid-'80s where you didn't have to lock your door. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And the woman that did, you laughed at. You know? Like, she's crazy. She locks her doors. Who would do that? You know? It's an issue of it happened. I'm not going to draw pity from others. I'm not going to look for your sympathy. I'm not going to look for your oh, I understand. That's why anybody that complains or bitches about anything, I just kind of like, okay, like I just kind of listen. You know what I mean? I don't really like to put anything out there too much anymore, get attached to it, because it's just a perpetuation of itself. The more they get involved about, oh, and this happened, and poor me, and I'm powerless, and I have no control over my life, and I can't do this, and, I just have to surrender to my, knowing that I'm powerless, and that I can't rise a thumb or a fist above my addictions or my problems because they consume me and I don't know how to handle it. And I've got to throw the blame rather than take responsibility for the fact that I did that, breaking my ego down and realizing that, oh, shit, nothing happened until I made the choice to do it. So therefore, I'm wrong. I'm at fault, not this person or this 12 steps or that bullshit or my job or my dad or my boss or whatever in the hell excuse you want to make. Get over making the excuse that you weren't wrong. Shatter that ego. Break yourself down. Put yourself on Front Street.
Okay. So there it is again.
Right?
Okay.
It's like, come on. Evolve.
Is the way the world is because everybody evolves at different paces, whether we like that or not.
So
it's like
true.
when we're in a relationship and we go, hey, I am making this change and I'm moving forward, and then the person we were with isn't on that same pathway, and or if we're in a family structure, if we start changing, even if somebody says, I'm done being this drug addict and I'm going in recovery, everybody kind of panics out.
Or they try like hell to throw you in jail.
Even if it's a good change,
right? Yeah.
Because change scares people.